Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know news and weather as you start your day.
The community of Murdo in western South Dakota is coming together to support the family of a volunteer firefighter.
Nick Van Dam was responding to a grass fire Saturday evening when the fire truck rolled off the road. He died at the scene.
His funeral will be on Friday. Family and friends have made a donation page on GoFundMe and at First National Bank in Murdo.
You can find links to those pages in a KELOLAND.com original by Gracie Terrell on our website.
As the school year approaches, it's time to start looking ahead at free and reduced meal applications.
The application is a simple 6-step process that can be completed online or on paper.
We want families to know that they can come to us and apply and share some of those concerns with us. We can guide them through that. Our office loves to talk with people if they have questions and make sure they feel comfortable with that process.
Last year, nearly 49% of students qualified for free and reduced meals.
Beginning Friday, hundreds of thousands of bikers will take to the 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
Many riders suffer from injuries due to crashes, sickness, or dehydration over the 10-day event. And the staff at the Sturgis Hospital by Monument Health are preparing for this massive event.
During the rally, it's 20, 30 patients, up to 50 sometimes on a day. But some of those patients now, we have our urgent care open, and so they take a lot of patients as well. There were times where we didn't have the urgent care, and so all those patients were seen in the ER.
The 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally officially kicks off this Friday. However, thousands of riders have already arrived for this historic event.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Scott Munt. Will we see some more rain in southeast KELOLAND today, Scott?
Well, it looks like it later this afternoon. Developing showers and thunderstorms, maybe around 3 or 4 o'clock. And they'll move to the east and southeast as they do develop. And we're looking at a below average day today, too. Temperatures reaching the 70s and 80s for afternoon highs. 77 today in Sioux Falls, 78 Aberdeen, 81 in Pierre, and 75 in Rapid City. We will remain cool as we go through this coming weekend. And Brian will talk more about that coming up.
Thank you, Scott. It's about time for some elementary school girls to lace up their running shoes.
Girls on the Run is an after-school program that takes place at schools across South Dakota. But if running isn't your forte, they also do other things.
We'll do some stretches to ensure there's no injuries, and then we also play games. So maybe it's a friendship game of tag, and then it always goes back to our lesson of the day, whether it's tag or how to be a good friend and things like that.
The Girls on the Run program is also looking for more coaches.
For information on how to sign up for Girls on the Run or to be a coach, we posted a link under this story on KELOLAND.com.
The Foster Network in Sioux Falls is preparing to host back-to-school days.
The event is every Tuesday and Thursday in August and is open to local foster families. The children will receive a number of items, including backpacks and school supplies, but the list doesn't end there.
Everything from socks, underwear, shoes, the typical school supplies, and they also get a shopping experience.
It's a big deal for the kids to be able to come in and have that experience before the school year starts and to get all the things they need and feel like they can be prepared and not have other issues associated with that.
Donations can be dropped off at the Foster Network. If your foster family would like to participate in next month's giveaway, we provided a link under this story on KELOLAND.com.
The Foster Network adds that placement paperwork must be uploaded at the time of sign-up.
If you enjoyed Lolly Cooler out at Great Bear Ski Valley, there's another opportunity for live music this week.
While Chill at the Hill may not be as big as the music festival was, it's going to give people a more chill opportunity to hang out and take in everything Great Bear has to offer.
We're going to have Todd Caselli performing for us. He is a returner from last year. He did such an incredible job last year, and we're excited to have him back. And we're going to have Backyard Barbecue as our food truck. The bar is open. Pete Leardahl is our bartender, and he does an incredible job.
While the organizers hope the weather will cooperate, the event will take place rain or shine as they can move everything indoors.
We've posted information on Chill at the Hill on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, morning weather. Well, we're recapping some of the wind events from last night. Basically a swath of 60 to 70 mile an hour winds from Chamberlain area all the way down toward the Beersford vicinity. And Sioux Falls ended up in that 50, a little bit more than that at times. But certainly west of Parker, there were some bigger numbers out toward Marion, north of Freeman, up to Dalton, some 70 mile an hour wind gusts embedded within there too. And also some pretty large hail ended up falling south of Chamberlain. They ended up with some golf ball size hail late yesterday afternoon. Now, today's weather, here's the story. We've got a couple thunderstorm chances coming back at us. Will the severity be there? Well, we think that right now the overall picture should be decreased. So that's kind of the trajectory we're on here. But, you know, we can't rule out some scattered thunderstorms that could pop up again. And primarily our focus of attention late in the afternoon would be somewhere through the southeast. So at this time, we're putting Sioux Falls in a 30% chance of thunderstorms. I would also say Rapid City could get back into some of that action too here, especially tonight, as some thunderstorms, if they originate out of Montana or northeast Wyoming, those also could come into those areas of South Dakota. For tonight, overnight, it looks like generally a little quieter patterns, so I'm not concerned about overnight storms to be of any significance there. Tomorrow, the main thing would be, obviously, temperatures are cooling off. We're going to take another dive on those. A lot of low to mid-70s East River, but we also can't ignore a couple of thunderstorms here and there. Primarily, though, it looks to be very widely scattered East River. We're kind of taking the starch out of the air, and that's, I think, for most of us, a good thing here as we're toning back the severe weather chances for a few days. A lot of 70s ahead for Sioux Falls. The weekend forecast looks a little more organized for rain chances maybe early next week. So basically at that point, we'll be watching how the weather kind of recharges here. We'll start to get back into the 80s for next week. But enjoy the cool down. That's certainly going to be part of the forecast. Now, these chances of rain, these 20-30% chances are back for Aberdeen, and that's part of the summertime pattern. When it is a little bit cooler, it's possible you can bubble up a few more scattered thunderstorms. So I can't rule that out completely, but they're not as organized. They're kind of in this 30%, 20 to 30% range for Pierre, Friday, Saturday, and even early next week. We'll have these repeated chances of at least a few widely scattered thunderstorms. You notice temperatures, too, are back in the 80s for Rapid City and Pierre. We're not overly hot, but we also stay a little active here at times, so keep that in mind. More details online at KETHLAND.com.